are you?
I'm guessing this is heat related. All those chair interactions.
Call this meeting to order. Welcome to the Warsaw-Wayne Township Fire Territory meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll now have a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we'll establish a quorum. Chief Schilling?
Here.
Jeannie Stackhouse?
Here.
Dave Albritton?
Present.
Mike Londeris?
Present.
Heather is present along with Andrew. It looks like Gordon Nash is absent.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right. The minutes from the June 4th meeting. Entertain a motion to approve if no one has seen any errors or concerns. There's a motion to approve. Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. I want to welcome everybody who's here today. Reports, oral and written, monthly response reports from Lutheran EMS. Thank you.
Mark Pepple. Just want to apologize for Alicia couldn't be here. She has family issues going on, and plus she's sick on top of that, so she just wanted to apologize she couldn't be here. A couple things I just wanted to point out before getting into the report. One of the things that's happened starting July 1, we've increased some of the coverage that's within Warsaw territory. So the truck that was setting here, it was 8 hours a day, has went to a 12-hour shift. And you'll see in your report, one of the reasons that we did that, just because of that coverage in the time frame, our increased run volume starts around, 1 o'clock's our high, and then it starts staying stagnant, or level about that time frame. So trying to get a little bit better coverage through the evening time is really what we're going there for. So that had been increased. There's a EMT class that was just finished, had 18 students in it. 9 passed it so far, and 2 already employed through Lutheran EMS. And then there's an EMR class that's going to be starting next week. It'll be here in Warsaw, and then we also have one in Peru that'll be starting at the same time. And then over this last month, we did the high school CPR classes. Did just a little over 200 kids through that time frame. I think it was like 240. Right. That's good. Just a couple of the things I just wanted to point out in the report. You can see total encounters for us. We blossom, so we went from 418 to 502. So you can see the summer times as everybody's feeling it, getting busy and that kind of stuff. And then our transport significantly increased, by about 100 patients through that time frame. So I would imagine this month is going to be about the same, or a little bit more through that. And then, but, with that I was proud of, our dispatch on scene times went down through that time frame. So we went down to 4.5 minutes with that. Like I was talking about, you can see through our through May, our time frames that we're really looking at. 1 o'clock is our busy time through there, and we stay busy, and it starts dropping off, into those evening hours and up until about midnight. That's when it starts dropping off. So that's the reason that we try to increase that coverage for the whole entire system through that time frame. And the last thing that I wanted to point out on that last page was that you can see the Warsaw Fire Station number 3 in the East Station. We did 92.7% of the runs in Warsaw-Wayne Township out of those 2 stations. So I would think that's pretty good percentage there, meaning that we had trucks there staffed, ready to go, responding in a close manner, through that time frame. They weren't coming in from different locations to do that. Any questions or concerns?
On your hour increase, you went from 8 hours to,
Yeah, so we had a truck that was staffed from 10 to 6. We start that truck now from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's kind of getting us through that transfer load and that kind of stuff. Because a lot of times what would happen is that we'd stop doing some transfers there for a short time, right around 7 o'clock, trying to get our crews off. Well, that pushes the transfers back, backlogs us more. Now we're sending a transfer out, depleting some of the coverage that we had within the city and the county. So we wanted to make sure that we got those transfers out, because our transfer load is just like our emergency load. From about 1 p.m. until about 9, 10 o'clock, that's when that transfer load's happening too at the same time frame. So that just helps us decrease that load on top of that emergency runs that we have.
And that started July 1, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, it did,
Okay,
sir.
so probably next month's report, we'll see some reflection of probably
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, 4.5 minutes to get to a scene.
yeah, that's quick.
That's pretty quick,
It
so
is.
I don't know that it'll reflect a lot. It might help. I think what it's gonna help see is maybe their trucks aren't so busy right around that time frame.
Right.
We're spreading the wealth just a little bit more.
Right, so
Might
just some
see it on us
logistics.
a little bit, yeah.
Right, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. This time I'll entertain, Chief, the activity report.
Okay, as you look through the report, you'll see we had 303 responses in the month of May. And there's a chart there, but I do want to point out that 103 of those incidents were overlapping for a total of 34%. As you scroll down, we had a few fires. We gave some mutual aid to Leesburg Fire Department and Milford Fire Department. The Leesburg one, we were canceled. And then the Milford Fire Department, we were there for a significant amount of time. They had a technical rescue call that we assisted them in. But we also did receive mutual aid from 3 different departments, and 3 different locations. So Winona Lake came to all 3, and then Atwood and Leesburg came to 1.
What page are you
Call.
on, Chief? On the upper left of your screen.
That's the first page.
First page. Okay, you said scroll down, so
I apologize. Yeah, so it's the assist to other agencies on the first page.
gotcha. Thank you.
And then, again, just our typical medical calls in our 300 category. You'll see there, and then just some of our false calls and special incidents, bringing the total number of Station 17 calls to 131, the total number of Station 13 calls to 106, and then Station 15, 35. And then we had 38 CARES calls. With the training hours, we had 1,049.25 hours of training in May. So we did a vehicle and machinery extrication technician and operation class for members of our department. That was the first time we've held this class in 10 years. So we had a lot of people go through that. On top of that, we worked on our EMS skills. We had somebody go through their fire investigation training. And then again, just our normal operations training that we did. We were in the schools still as school was starting to go down. We presented our Learn Not to Burn program that we do for all Warsaw Community Schools as well, with the total hours of public education being 25. And again, then we put this other report just to show the total incident types by the different stations. So that's a new form you're probably seeing, and kind of the percentage of the runs and what they are per call category. Again, I'm trying to figure out this new reporting, a record management system, and I'm just trying to find a report that both pleases me and gives you guys the most information. So I'll try not to change it too much, but I just wanted to kind of tweak it a little bit just to see. But it all also reflects the total numbers up top as well. And then just our overlapping incidents that we have.
The actual incident types, Chief, 311 and 321, medical assist and EMS call, it's 3 out of 5 runs. Am I reading that right, 60%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and those are just categorized. Basically, the 311s, we do basic life support, so just like our basic EMT skills and stuff like that, assisting Lutheran EMS on theirs. And then the 321s are typically, and Chief Mansell, please correct me if I misspeak, but then the 321s are where we're doing our advanced skills, or we're there before Lutheran EMS and doing more invasive care before Lutheran arrives.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions for the chief? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the reports as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, nay. The ayes have it, thank you. CARES update, thank you.
Just as a reminder, this is actually, we're a month ahead, the way Michaela compiles her numbers, so these are actually from June. You'll note the big part I like is the 52 in-person interactions and the 33 phone calls. People are utilizing that CARES number a lot more, so we're able to give them some assistance by phone. So overall, we had 85 interactions, either in person or on the phone. What you'll see when we do next month's report, when Chief Schilling gives those numbers, you'll see that the in-person are the ones we're actually doing reports on. So it'll be a little misleading. The phone calls aren't included in those reports. So when we talk about, I forget what the number was, Chief, for the last report for CARES contacts, we're not doing phone calls in that. We're just doing visits. So it's a little bit misleading. And then broken down again on what they spent most of their time doing. There was a lot of long-term housing assistance, trying to get these folks into a good situation in their housing. And emergency shelter was a big one. Mental health navigation just keeps going up. We're spending a lot of time trying to help people get to resources so that they can maybe get back to out of a crisis or mental health issue. So the ladies are constantly busy. Referrals came through the fire department, police department. Winona Lake Police Department has started asking for assistance since they're in our township as well. We certainly are not going to turn our neighbors away when they ask for some assistance when we're right here. So I know the ladies have been going down to Winona Lake and helping them with some stuff as well. So I think it's a great program, and it seems to have a really good impact.
Thank you for that. Any questions? If there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion to accept as presented.
Make a motion to accept the report.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Chief, we're back to you. Monthly expenditure reports.
Yeah, in the operating report, oh, sorry, you ready for the operating?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the operating report, there's nothing out of the ordinary that I see. Still finishing up some of just a few of the items that are bigger ticket. You'll see we're just finishing up some of our repairs on our Station 17 downtown here. Parts for different vehicles that we have to repair. And then the only other thing that really stood out was we had our department pictures taken and updated. So we're working on that to get our boards updated inside the station, so you'll see us have a payment there as well, civil officers. Other than that, unless you have any questions?
Any questions from the board on the operating fund? Okay, Chief, we go to the replacement fund, 4410.
Okay, again, nothing out of the ordinary on the equipment replacement fund. You'll see the CARES vehicle in there that we purchased, and then later on I will ask that we accept the transfer of funds from the grant, so that vehicle was paid for by a grant, so we will be reimbursed for that expense as well. We just bought some dive equipment, and then our fit test machine had to be calibrated as well, so. And then a lot of new hire gear, but I do want to point out on here, they are new hires to us, but they are just replacements. We had 5 vacancies and we filled 4 of them, so that's just their gear that we spent to outfit them.
Any questions for the chief?
4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Nope. Not bad at all.
I'll entertain a motion to approve both reports.
So made.
Motion to approve, is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed, nay. The ayes have it, both have passed as presented. The next item, Chief, you want to highlight us on what the Resolution 2024-0602?
Yeah, so
What is that?
this was just a resolution that was approved by the Common Council to, again, just access the funds to replenish our expenses and reimburse us from our expenses with the CARES. Again, that's their vehicle that I had talked about, and then the salaries and wages, their cell phone, fuel, that sort of stuff is in the operating.
Are there any questions about this? I'm just going to ask for a motion to accept, the fire territory accepting it, but I'm not sure, Chief, you need any action from this board officially. Is that, it's already
Okay.
highlighted, you good with that?
I'll make the motion to accept it.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second to accept this resolution. There is a motion and a second. And again, this is just reporting to the territory board. This is not action, we're just accepting it. That it's been presented to the board. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Thank you. This last item, we don't need any action on, but this is a pretty big deal. Chief, what are we looking at with item number 5?
Lieutenant Travis Rowland will be retiring after 30 years of service to the territory. So it's just an invitation to his retirement celebration. It's going to be Friday, July 12th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Fire Station 15 on 200 South. So I just want to extend the invitation to you guys to help honor Lieutenant Rowland for his service.
30 years. Thank you.
Chief, unfortunately, I will not be able to attend this celebration, so I would just like to publicly thank Lieutenant Rowland for his service to the territory and the city.
I'll pass that on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. With that, we'll move into unfinished business. There isn't any. New business, we have no new business, but we do have travel requests, and Chief, back to you, keeping you busy.
Yeah, we just have 3 here. Firefighter Aaron Bollinger to attend the District 2 Healthcare Coalition board that he is on. So he is actually a board member of that, so he is going to go on his own time off duty, but asked that while he's on duty, if staffing allows, he's able to go. So that's what his request is for. The next one is for Tanya Jackson, one of the CARES gals. She wants to go tour some rehab facilities in Fort Wayne that we send people to, so she has an idea of kind of what goes on there.
It's a good idea.
At those, it is. And then the third one is for Fire Marshal Williams. The state sponsors classes quarterly for their inspectors through the state, and they invite the local jurisdictions to attend as well. So this is just his travel request to attend the Northern District 1 in South Bend.
Any questions?
You need a motion. I'll make a motion to approve travel requests.
Motion to approve, is there a second?
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion or questions? Okay, I'll call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, nay? The ayes have it. Thank you. That'll take us to other matters. Items carried forward, no. Do we have any questions or comments from any visitors? Any questions, comments? Okay. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
A second.
There's a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. Have a good afternoon. We're adjourned.
And a happy and safe 4th of July.
Yeah, that's safe. Safe, there you go. Perfect time to say that. Good, safe. Good. Thanks for your attendance, guys. Thank you. Good.
Come back next month with all
Here we go.
fingers,
Yeah,
all fingers
all
intact.
the- yeah, all the-